everybody, this is Dr. Charm coming to you with yet another Power review. This is Power Book 4, Force, Season 1, Episode 5, entitled Take Me Home. So we open, y'all, with Claudia rolling up on Tommy in the G-Wagon. She always stalking him in that damn G-Wagon. She roll up on him and she told him she wanted to give him a sample of this new drug. She puts it on her lips, y'all, and she make out with Tommy. And Tommy gets the best high of his life, y'all. And this was real interesting, y'all, because we know Claudia is not into sausage, honey. She is strictly fish all the way down. But Tommy was like, this is the best drug I have ever had. So, of course, he run into Liliana. He was like, Liliana, you know, she's the chemist and all. I need you to figure out what's in this drug so we can, you know, make it ourselves. So he puts Liliana on the task of trying to crack this drug, and she's having a hard time doing it. So next thing we see, Sheamus, who is the dirty undercover cop or the dirty cop, rolls up on Diamond, and basically, you know, he's stalking Diamond. He said, you know, your drugs kill Kiki. I'm like, who is Kiki? Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Not that Kiki. But apparently he has a relative or somebody that Diamond's dirty batch of drugs killed. And Diamond was like, look, as soon as I found out those drugs are deadly, I pulled them off the street. And Sheamus is like, that's not enough. But Diamond was like, look, you trying to be all high and mighty and self-righteous, nigga, but you a dirty cop. You taking pay, okay? And so, you know, basically Sheamus was like, how you know that? And he was like, it don't matter how I know. I know. So next thing we see is Jennard and Jeremiah, and it's kind of like Jeremiah is Jennard's confidant. He's basically telling him like, yo, everything was good until this Tommy came around. So we see that he's got this hate brewing for Tommy, definitely. So the next thing, you know, we get to the Serbs, and so Tatiana got killed, but we got somebody higher up on the food chain, and that's Mr. Milkovich. And Mr. Milkovich is ready to smoke Tommy. So next thing you know, it's like Liliana, she's still trying to figure out this drug, and Tommy was like, you need to get the fuck out of here. Everybody is after you. And she's like, I don't have nowhere to go. Like, and he's like, okay, well, if you're going to stay, you're going to have to check in with me. You cannot go anywhere unless I say so. And that was a really poignant scene because he was like, you should go to your family. And she was like, I don't have no family. And even if I did, I wouldn't get them involved in this life so they could get killed. So that was, you know, it was a lot of vulnerability in that scene between Tommy and Liliana, which I like that. I like Liliana. She got heart. She got a lot of heart. So Tommy was like, hey, you know, you stay put. We see Claudia and May moving weight. They trying to, you know, they get these shipments in of the new designer drug, and it's called Dahlia. That's a flower, y'all. So we get to Tommy. Tommy wants the CBI muscle to help with the Serb problem. So he's meeting with Diamond, and basically him, Vic, you know, and Vic Flynn, Diamond, and Tommy, they basically like, look, we can split this 33% but we'll give you the extra percent. So basically, Diamond would have the controlling interest in anything they bring in. He'd have the 34%. And this is a great opportunity for CBI. They need the CBI muscle because the CBI got them shooters because they're trying to get these Serbs off the block. You know, they starting a war. So Diamond meets with Jennard, and he's like, look, man, fuck this white boy. This ain't on a white boy shit. Man, we will be able to do something that no black people have ever done over here in this street game. Nobody's ever done this. So we get 34%, like we get 34% of anything that comes in, any money. So Jennard was like, fuck it, I'm with it, man. This is business. Definitely. So Tommy comes to Claudia because Claudia, you know, she's basically been harassing Tommy because she needs somebody to distribute her drug. She's got the best, most beautiful drug ever, but she don't have nobody to move the weight. So they make a 60-40 deal. Tommy gets 60, Claudia gets 40, and that's cool. That's it. So they go in together, and then it involved like Tommy robbing the guy who gets the raw materials for the dollar, who basically gets the Dahlia. They rob him so that it interferes with the shipment. Now, I really don't understand like the intricacies of all this. I might have to go and read a synopsis or two. So some of y'all in the comments enlighten me about like what really happened, because it seems like basically Claudia and Tommy double cross May so that May can stick with them, you know, and put Claudia up on top. Basically, Liliana, Tommy told Liliana not to try the product. product, but she's like a little kid. She went ahead and tried it. That bitch got so high, she got half the Serbian police force, military force after her, and she goes out in public like it ain't nothing going on. So she goes out, and of course she gets caught up with the Serbs. So then we go to Vic and Gloria, y'all, this little tragic mulatto and swirly love affair. He takes her to some $2 million land that he said we're going to build a house and have babies. And she said, you know, we can't do all of this because of this whole thing. Your father don't approve me. He's like, we're going to do it. We're going to have this family. So he's selling her the dream, y'all. And I think she buying it. And they the star-crossed lovers, y'all. And we look up and Paulie, a.k.a. the consigliere, has followed them. Paulie goes back to Walter Flynn. And he basically tells them, man, they are in love. They are in love. And this is not good. You cannot pull apart lovers. Like, what are you going to do? Like, this is no good. So next thing you know, we see Walter visiting Gloria. And it was real threatening, y'all. He comes into the bar. He's telling her, like, you know, your face is not going to be the face that my son wakes up to in the morning. You are not going to have my grandchildren. And, man, he was threatening her so much. I thought he was going to kill her, y'all. Man, I really thought he was going to take her out, like, in broad daylight, because he was just very menacing towards her. But she held her own, though. She didn't show no fear. She really did not. And, of course, she going to tell him right afterward. And, of course, Vic going to go up to his pops. He's like, what the fuck is you doing? You fucking with my woman. And they get into it. His father slapped the shit out of him. And I heard that slap all the way back to Ireland. But, you know, that's basically the cops are watching Walter. And so they're saying, like, what's going on? Because things have been real quiet. Now he's starting to surface. So we see the cops. You know, you can't have power without some police going on over there. So next thing, we see a little scene of JP, you know, reminiscing, looking through pictures of Kate and Tommy or the video, and he take a snapshot. And that shit was really hard to see because it's like, he don't even have no pictures of his mama. Like, he had to take a snapshot of the video. That was, woo, that was sad. You know, this is pretty much what was going on with that. So then next thing you know, we see, you know, because they all went in, CBI and Vic and all of them, they all decided to go in together against the Serbs. So they strapping up the soldiers, Jeremiah, everybody. They go and they going to go and cancel the Serbs. And they say the Serbs roll in groups of 6. So they come and they smoke them. They lose Jeremiah, y'all. Jeremiah goes! They lose Jeremiah. They lose Vic Flynn's guy. So they had some casualties. And so basically, you know, hey, that's part of the street war. Meanwhile, we go into, like, Claudia basically, you know, Walter did it with threats. Claudia comes as a businesswoman. She's the business person of the Flynn family. So she comes to Gloria and she's like, look, it ain't gonna happen with my brother and you. But what I could do is get that land transferred into your name. You have $2 million to start off with on your own. And at least you have a little nest egg. And Gloria really is considering it, y'all. She's starting to really think about it, which is interesting. So we get back to May and Claudia. So May has been basically threatening Claudia the entire, you know, basically this entire series so far. She's like, hey, am I working with the right Flynn? You know, do you got the juice? Can you get me what I need? You can't. And then so when she finds out that Dahlia gets robbed, then she was like, no, I'm going to somebody else. I'm taking my business elsewhere. It's over with. And baby, Claudia might be the square Flynn, but she ain't really square, honey, because she stabbed the shit out of May, y'all. Woo, she stabbed her. So bye-bye, May. Sorry, girl. You got mixed up with the wrong people. So basically, next thing we have the little standoff because the Serbs got Liliana. They let Tommy know that they got Liliana, so they decide to meet. They meet up under the L somewhere, and then, you know, it's about to be an exchange or maybe whatever's going on. And then all of a sudden, somebody comes and shoots up the spot, y'all. Somebody comes and tries to do a drive-by. Somebody is trying to take somebody out. And then that causes the Serbs to go disperse. Tommy and Liliana disperse. Liliana gets shot, but she's okay. And y'all, we see the final scene, and we found out the shooter was none other than Jennard, y'all. Jennard was the shooter, y'all. So he really hate Tommy because he's like, Tommy messing it up he come between me and my brother. Tommy trying to put some money in y'all pockets. So Jennard, I don't think you're being very wise. But also I think Jennard was mad that, his boy Jeremiah got smoked. And so if it wasn't for Tommy and getting him involved with this Serbian thing, he lost his, basically his confidant. So this was a pretty cool episode. I think what I like most about this episode, I really like that opening scene where Claudia gave Tommy some tongue action and then introduced him to this best drug in his life. That was a really cool scene how they played that. And shout out to my boy Michael David Hammond. He played Bobito, the guy that gets accosted by Tommy on the toilet seat. He said, man, I got kids. Yeah, they film here in Chicago, so some of my actor friends have been two of them already been on the show already. I'll probably see some more. And if y'all didn't know, I'm an actress when I ain't doing all this other stuff. And so my guy, Michael, he did a great job in this scene. Definitely memorable. But we'll see what's happening. We're halfway through the season because I think they got 10 episodes. So we'll see what goes on. It'll be interesting to see what happens. And Liliana, man, she always getting into trouble. So I'm going to see what other trouble Liliana get in. But until next time, you guys, please like and share and comment below. And somebody explain to me why exactly did they, rob Bobito? Like, what was all of that about? Somebody explain it to me because I ain't got it. But we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.